Hi, this is Alessio Rastani, a leading trader. I hope you're well. In this video, we're going to take a look at something important, which I think everyone should be paying attention to. As you probably remember, about 2 weeks ago, we had a major drop in the stock markets, not just the US stock market, but also the UK and also the European and the German stock markets. Both, in fact, almost every market around the world suffered major drops. But here's the thing. Whereas the US stock markets are still rather on the expensive side, the UK and the European markets are relatively cheaper, and that's why we need to pay attention to what's happening, especially the UK market. Because here's the thing, you're probably asking, well, what does it matter? Why should we even pay attention to what's happening in the UK and the stock market over there? Well, here's the thing. Because of the Brexit situation, the fact that Britain voted to leave the European Union, Brexit, in the minds of many people around the world, still has made the UK rather unclear. Now, remember, I'm not going to get into the whole debate about whether Brexit is a good thing or a bad thing. Everyone has their own opinions. I don't want to get into that. The fact is, though, it is a fact that many people are still uncertain. And again, even people in Britain are uncertain as to how exactly Brexit will impact the UK stock market. Personally, the fact that many people are fearful is a positive sign. Remember, we want to do the opposite of everybody else. If everyone is fearful, in the words of Warren Buffett, when everyone is fearful, that is a buying opportunity. So let's take a look a little bit further into this, what situation is happening here. First of all, look at the German stock market. As you'll see, we had a significant drop, but yes, we're below the 200 average, that green line you see there, which may certainly look bad, right? But look where we are on the monthly time frame. On the monthly chart, we've hit the 21 monthly average, a key level of support. By the way, you can see the DAX, the German market, has actually rebounded and bounced off that level, as you can see there. Okay, so that's a good positive sign. And take a look at the UK market. We have a similar situation. In fact, notice that, look at the right-hand side chart, first of all. Now you'll see I've connected the lows of 2016 and the 2017 here. And notice that what's happening here, the UK FTSE has actually come down to that very supporting trend line that has held in the past. In fact, notice that we're also on the monthly time frame on the 21 monthly average, the blue line you see right there. And that blue line is a significantly important support level on the chart. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, we're below the 200 average, which is bearish, certainly, but on the monthly time frame, we're above and still holding the integrity of the monthly 21 EMA. And here's the thing. We do need to maintain that support. We do need to maintain these lows in order for the bullish picture to remain intact. According to statistics and recent data, they suggest that the recent drop we've had in the UK, and in the German markets, and also probably even the US. There is a strong similarity between the recent drop and that of 2011 and 2015. Take a look at this. This is the drop we had in 2015. We had a significant panic that was partly caused by the whole Greece situation. And notice that market drop back then. This is the FTSE back in 2015, in August 2015. Notice what happened then. A significant drop, then a rebound, which everything, at this point, anyone who looked at this might have thought, oh, okay, we're back in clear again. But look what happened. It took at least a further few weeks, all the way into October. So it took about almost a couple of months for the market to make yet another bottom. So that was one bottom. Here's the second bottom. We almost came back and retested it. And we formed a kind of a double bottom pattern here, as you can see. And then finally, we started to see some signs of recovery higher. In fact, notice what happened in 2011. Very similar picture. Again, similar kind of drop. Very violent, very volatile drop. A rebound rally like we've seen so far. Okay. Notice the rebound rally even took it above the 8-period moving average. Then a lot of volatility. Look at this. A lot of volatility. Look at that. I mean, this probably just taking out a lot of weak hands. And by the way, a lot of what's happening here is just a lot of weak hands are being shaken out. But notice that despite all the volatility, the integrity of these lows were not breached. So in other words, the market never came down and took those previous lows, the previous lows after the drop. Okay. So in other words, what we formed here, if you take a look at this, what we formed is the same sort of double bottom pattern that we formed in 2015. And then finally, yes, we finally managed to bottom out and move higher after that double bottom pattern formed there. Okay, by the way, it was very nice to see the double bottom with divergence, with a bullish divergence pattern as well. So bottom line here going forward is this. I don't think we've seen the end of this bottom. I don't think we've yet seen the full picture on the recent drop. I think we're going to see in the next few weeks more volatility comes through. And yes, this might drag out for quite a bit. All right, so let's not get surprised if we see a bit more of that volatility, coming down, maybe retest these levels, and then finally, in the next few weeks, maybe by the end of March, we might actually see a bottom forming here and a potential buying opportunity. But remember, we need to see the integrity of this particular low being held. Okay, if we close below these lows, if we close below the lows we formed here after the drop, then it's likely we're going to see more further follow through and more selling pressure coming through, which I think, by the way, is unlikely, but nonetheless, anything is possible. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, then please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please remember to subscribe to our channel. You can also find me on my website, which is leadingtrader.com. Thanks very much.